It's Kyle here, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Perfect Storm by Sebastian Junger. And I should say, I don't know how you pronounce his last name. It's spelled J-U-N-G-E-R. I'm hoping it's Junger. If not, I apologize to the author. My mistake. Perfect Storm is a nonfiction book. I'm sure many people have seen the movie. It's a great movie starring George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg. Excellent movie. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend it. And I'll be the first to admit, I saw the movie before I read the book. So if you have read the movie, I can say you can get a lot of enjoyment out of reading the book. Don't think just because, oh, I've seen the movie, there's nothing I can get out of the book. There's a lot you can get out of the book that you did not get out of the movie. And that's not to put down the movie at all. It's just you can enjoy it on a completely different level through the book. If you haven't seen the movie, one, read the book, and once you read the book, see the movie. They're both great. As I said, this is a nonfiction book. It's I guess there's really three main elements. Up front, the two main things it's dealing with is weather and the power of a storm. A specific storm that hit the Atlantic Ocean, Atlantic coastline in 1991. And then it's also focusing a lot on the fishing industry and the men who work in it, the struggles they face, how dangerous that line of work is, and how they are impacted by that type of life. More importantly, I guess more on an abstract level, I think it really is about, humanity and how far they're willing to go to do certain things, how far they're willing to fight to stay alive, to make a living, to do what they enjoy. This is a great book. First off, if you typically don't like nonfiction, there's some elements of this book I think you'll really enjoy. The author does a really good job when he's diving into the background of the individuals involved in the storyline. This book primarily focuses on one ship, the Andrea Gale, and this is not a spoiler. It says this on the back of the book. The Andrea Gale sinks during this storm, and all crewmen die. So a large part of this book is covering the crewmen of this boat as they go towards their deaths, even though obviously they don't know it. The author does a great job of going into their background, their life story, and those elements of the book almost read like a fiction novel. It flows very smoothly. There's a great story element to it. But if you don't like nonfiction, there's some parts of the book you might not enjoy. The author gets very technical when he goes into explaining stuff like the shipping industry, how fishing works, aspects of weather, all the scientific elements of the storm. It gets very technical, and if you don't really like nonfiction, you might struggle with those elements of the book. But I think the elements that deal with the crewmen are so compelling that you might be able to work your way through the more scientific parts of the book that you normally wouldn't enjoy. And I should say also, this book does cover the other people involved in the storm other than just the Andrea Gale. There's several other boats that are impacted by the storm that they cover. They deal with the Coast Guard, the National Guard, the civilians who are living on the coast that are impacted by the storm. So it's more than just this one book. I say that's one big difference between the movie and the book. The movie, although it does cover other characters as well, focuses even more just on the boat than the specific book does. The book has a little bit more broader focus than the movie. Not a whole lot more, but a little bit more broader. This is a very powerful book. I would say my first reaction after reading it, and I've seen reality shows like The Deadliest Catch, stuff like that. So I know fishing is a very dangerous line of work, and the specific type of fishermen in this book are fishing for swordfish. I've always known it's a very dangerous line of work. It's very hard. When you read the book, at the type of hours they put in, the danger, the lifestyle they do to kind of do this job, it gives you so much respect for these people. I know I happened to be, after I read it, like a few days later, I was at a restaurant and I happened to order some fish, and while I was eating, I was just thinking, oh, wow, the type of work that somebody did, so I had the pleasure of eating this meal, is really almost awe-inspiring. I think it really makes you more grateful for the food you're to eat, especially seafood, when it takes so much work. It's so dangerous to get that food from the ocean on a boat, from the boat to your table. It's just an amazing journey. It's for the people that are involved, it really is a job for them, but it is very much a job where they put their lives on the line every time they go out on a boat. So it gives you a whole kind of respect to those people. It gives you a lot of respect for weather. The awesome power of Mother Nature in the storm is really amazing when the author describes the elements that this perfect storm created. And the storm really, it was a perfect storm. They kind of described it as one of those storms that would only come along once every 100 years. So the conditions it created was very freakish. So this book really inspired a lot of me in several regards, be it from the fishermen to the power of Mother Nature. It really is a compelling book. If you love nonfiction, I think you'll really enjoy this book. If you don't like nonfiction, I'm not sure. You might if you're able to buy into the storylines of the characters of the crewmen. But if you don't like reading a lot of scientific details, then this book might not be for you. If not, if you haven't seen the movie, at least go see the movie. It's a great movie. But that's my review of The Perfect Storm. I really enjoyed it. Great book. Let me know if you've read the book and seen the movie, which do you prefer? I think I prefer the movie and certain elements of it, but I think the book moved me in ways that the movie did not. I think the movie was more entertaining, but I felt more moved by the book, if you can understand where I'm coming from with that. So let me know in the comment section below what your opinion is of the book and the movie. If you haven't seen either, or if you haven't read the book or seen the movie, go do it. You're missing a great, great story. The Perfect Storm by Sebastian Junger. Again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the author's name. Hope you'll check it out and enjoy it as much as I did. See you the next time.